Cities is sponsored by travel expert Kathy Kennedy.
Well, she is packing her bags and ready to fly off across the world again. This time our travel expert is heading to Egypt. She definitely gets her miles in, but she's also got another trip that she wants to tell you about. This one's coming up in June of 2026, so we might be able to go along for the ride. Kathy,
Yes.
great to have you.
Oh, it's good to be here. Yes, as a matter of fact, I pulled out the suitcases last night and I started looking at the temps and going, oh my, it's warm over there. Yeah, Africa is on my bucket list big time this year. And as you know, we just were down in South Africa and in Zimbabwe at the end of the year. And you know, Amy, I've traveled all over, but I have never had a trip come back, and I don't know if the right word is haunted me, but it has just, you know, we created this Africa wall, and it's just so many memories that I said, I have to go back.
Well, and that's what your guest said too. They were so moved by that trip.
Yeah, you remember Shelley?
Yeah,
you had its own jet
very
lag.
powerful.
Yeah, it really is, and people say, well, describe it, and I want to say it's almost like spiritual. Yeah. You know, the pictures you saw of the lion, I mean, we were like you and I right here, literally right with them. And this was like 5 mamas, and there was 6 babies, and how I want to say God just guides them around. I mean, they ended up, before those little babies could leave, that we actually had mama lion or female lion surrounded our Jeep. So we were protected. And of course, at Cape Buffalo, we saw elephants, we got giraffes. We were so happy to see all of the big 5. And of course, the big 5 were, and elephants are one of them. They had the little babies there too. That was like the first night, and we're all going, oh my God, are we going to be able to stand this the rest of the time frame? It was just crazy. So, yeah, it's just really spiritual. So this one that I put together, it is not the same one that I just did. Right. But the reason why I put this one together, and this is Tanzania, and it's Serengeti and beyond. And this one really does focus on the game drive. So if you guys are animal lovers out there and you really want to see how God works with them in their own environment, you know, we are the minor species here, you know, so we're actually going to be in the game drives. This one's going to have 10 game drives.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And we only have 1 intra-air. I mean, I think the one thing exhausting about the first one is we just had so much flying around. But this one we're going to land, and we immediately start to get into the game drives. And once you get to like a national park or you get to a private reserve, you literally live like the animals. You know, we get up, they would call us in the room at 4:30 in the morning. We had coffee at 5, and we were on the Jeep at 5:15 out into the bush to see what we could spot. And we would do a halfway break for 3 hours, then come back. Then we had breakfast. Then you rest during the day like the animals do. And then you get back at 5 in the afternoon and you do the same thing until the sun goes down. It really is so, I want to say, it's not so much magical as it is really spiritual. So guys, this is June the 3rd through the 11th. I have read over and over. I wanted it to be May, but May's not as good as June. Serengeti, if you guys don't know, this is the famous national park where if you've watched any movies that have had animals with migrations and running of the wild, this is where it is taking place, is in Serengeti. So very famous there. Plus we'll be doing game reserves all the way up. There's only like 10 spots. So
these are all a lot smaller.
Yeah, all of these are very
groups.
smaller. When we get on the Jeep for the drives, there's only 6 of us, and then we all go in different directions. But if this is on your bucket list, please call me. Let's get this thing going. I would love to do it. And then they got to follow me Facebook before I leave.
She's heading to Egypt
Tuesday. I'm on my way to Cairo, and we will be landing in Cairo, I guess, if I leave Tuesday, it'll be Wednesday. And yeah, going down to the Nile, gonna see some pyramids and pharaohs and hang out with them for a while.
That is, I hear, all the rage right now. Egypt.
It is.
Lots of people going. All right, if you want to follow Kathy, you can do that, of course, very easily on her Facebook page. Also Instagram, exclusivecruisetravel.com for more information. And if you're interested in that upcoming trip, give her a call right there where the number is on your screen. Well, coming up, local churches are banding together for a massive praise rally coming up next week in Johnson City. We're going to share the details on Awaken America next on Daytime.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by travel expert